So you may know that I was a home educator, homeschooling mom for 20 more than 25 years, and recently, December of 21, our youngest daughter graduated from high school. So guess what that means, right? That's right. New career. That one's over, wrapped up, and time for something new to start with. Well, uh, yeah, that was kind of challenging. It still is. This has been months later now, and I'm still working through that and trying to explore with what is my new life? What is my new mission in life? What am I meant to do now? So we're on that journey together. Anyway, so about a month or two after her graduation, we finally were able to get the whole family together to celebrate, and we had a graduation party for her. Now you gotta have to understand that we had no longer been in the homeschool group that we had been in for over 20 years, and through which our other children had come through with wonderful graduation ceremonies, all the friends, all the trappings, all the stuff. It was wonderful. Our youngest daughter was not able to benefit or partake of that because we had moved out of state, and it's part of that time that I referred to as my dark time, and this is another kind of glimpse into it. So so we celebrated on our own. We had some of her friends that could make it, and neighbors and things like that. So we finally had this situation, and a friend of mine, if you may know or not know, that prior to this podcast, I co-hosted the You Can Homeschool podcast with author Tracy Hagerman, who was from Canada, and I am from the South, United States. Okay, so the chances of us, we co-hosted the podcast for over 2 years, never met in person, met through Zoom, conversations on the phone, things like that. And she had told me she was taking a road trip with a friend of hers. It was summertime. Her youngest already had graduated too. Actually, her youngest had just graduated from college, and she was going on a road trip to the South, to Myrtle Beach, which is about 3 hours from where I live currently. So we're sitting on the couch with the kids. We're just enjoying each other. Party's over, graduation ceremony's over, and everything. Most of the friends had left, and we're sitting on the couch. And my phone, I get a text. My middle son is sitting next to me, and he grabs my phone. I don't care. We have that kind of relationship. And I see he reads the text, and he starts texting back, and I'm thinking, what is he doing? I said, what are you doing? So I hear him hit send, and then he gives me the phone. The message on the phone had been from Tracy. And she said, hey, Pat, I'm in Myrtle Beach. I know this might not be a great weekend, but if you can, come visit, and we'll spend some time together. And I immediately thought in my head as I'm reading this is not a good weekend. This is not a good time. This is Hope's graduation. The family's all here. And I look at my response, I'm doing air quotes in case you can't see this. I look at my response, and my son had written, that's terrific. I'm so excited. I'll pack up and be there in the morning. And I looked at him and I said, how am I going to do that? I can't leave. All of my kids were like, Mom, what fun this would be. You've always wanted to meet. They all know Tracy just from hearsay. They said, what fun it would be. It would be terrific. You'll be at the beach. You'll be with a good friend. You'll get to meet your co-host after all these years. And they all encouraged me to leave. They were like, go, we're fine. We'll see you again. And so I said, okay. So I packed up my bag and I got in the van, and I'm on the road, and this is not, you have to understand, this is not how I operate. I'm very organized. I plan things. I'm prepared for things. I've got things on my calendar. And here I am spontaneously driving 3.5 hours away to see a friend who I've never met. Okay, so that's the context. And it was an amazing time, and I'm driving in the car, and I'm listening to my 60s, 70s, 80s mix, and all of a sudden it's like a voice almost audibly said, these are your why not years, Pat. So welcome to the why not years. Join me there, and let me hear in the comments what your why not years will look like. Not might. What will they look like? All right, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.